Good evening. My name is Rob Signori. I'm here tonight to talk to you about the impact that the current Wake County school reassignment proposal has on Cary residents. I'm here with a small group of neighbors tonight from Churchill Downs, McGregor Downs, Royal Ridge, and the Woods of Kildare. But we certainly are all here tonight representing all of our neighbors in those communities. We certainly asked the council, understanding that you certainly had no authority over school matters, but we ask you to consider ways that the town and the town council can work with the school board to minimize the impact of these reassignments and educate all of our children. I certainly would like to thank the council members, of course, and Don Franz, Gail Adcock, and Jack Smith for the support that they've shown us so far. Our neighborhoods are affectionately known as nodes 383.3 and 384.4 for our neighborhoods. And the Growth Management Office of the school district is proposing that they reassign our long-term high school, Apex High School, moving us to Athens. We have asked the Growth Management Office to consider reversing this and not reassigning us based upon the following facts. That our enrollment trend in our nodes is actually declining. The economic conditions actually do impact, I think, the growth overall for the county. Most importantly is that this reassignment jeopardizes the safety and well-being of our children in terms of the commute now that they would have to take for those students that would be driving themselves to school using a very dangerous route. For our enrollment, as I had said, it's declining. We're not contributing to growth. We're actually declining about 6% annually, so we're actually opening up seats in a crowded high school such as Apex High. Certainly the changing in economic factors, we think that maybe some of the models that they're using have not been recalibrated to look at how growth is actually happening in the county overall. In the reassignment to Athens High would require our students to actually travel a very dangerous route on the US 1 and I-40 corridor during rush hour traffic. In very high traffic conditions with dangerous sun glare, which is certainly does increase the risk, and as we all know, that traffic accidents is certainly a leading cause of injury for teenagers. We have offered some other recommendations for this reassignment. We have asked them to keep us at our school.
Mr. Signori, I'm sorry, your time has expired.
Yes, thank you very much.
Wrap up. Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, thanks for seeing us tonight. My name is Pam Taylor. I'm a resident of McGregor Downs. I've been living there for 10 years. And I'd like to explain a little bit further to what Rob was talking about. The forecasting models that are used by the growth management don't accurately reflect our enrollment population from our nodes. When you look at the students over our nodes that are currently attending the Wake County Public Schools, we see a 73% decrease. If you look at how many grade 12 to kindergartners, we're going from 26 students in grade 12 down to 7 in our kindergarten class. And in the next 3 years, you're going to see a net decrease of 8 students, going from 102 to 94. And if they grandfather us, when we move to Athens, then we're only going to see 24 kids moving over there. And in 3 years, they're going to move us back out to this new, whatever they're going to call this new high school, but they're calling it H7 now. And so we really feel that in the neighborhood that has such low turnover rate, it's a mature neighborhood with a declining population in the Wake County Public School, that it really doesn't make sense to reassign these nodes to Athens because we don't feel we're a part of the overcrowding population in the school. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Good evening. My name is Mike Walsh, and I too am a resident of McGregor Downs, node 384.4, and I would like to also comment on the reassignment plan. And first, I'd like to thank Gail Adcock, Jack Smith, and Don France for the support that they've shown our group to date in helping us argue our case with growth management and the school board. I'm going to talk a little bit about the cost of this reassignment as far as taxpayers go. I have 4 children in the school system, and we'll be doing this. Affects me for a very long time, which is why we're passionate about it. By leaving our neighborhood and our nodes at Apex High School, we can save a significant amount of money as taxpayers. It's particularly important this year as Wake County schools are required to implement $15 to $16 million in budget cuts while maintaining a high level of academic programs and retaining their excellent teachers. The 2008-2009 Wake County School Department's transportation budget is $7.2 million in the proposal. Last year it was $5 million. The increased budget allocation was directly attributable to the increased price of diesel fuel, of which Wake County uses 13,000 gallons a day to support the 17 million miles they drive every year with school buses. Last year, Wake County schools used $2.2 million from the rainy day fund to supplement the cost of diesel fuel that was not covered by the state. Transportation expenses, particularly fuel expenditures, are a large and unpredictable cost for the county. It is something that can change wildly, as we've seen fuel prices fluctuate dramatically over the last year. Growth management's proposal directly increases the school operating costs by increasing bus route distances. In our case, it is a round-trip increase of 8 miles per day for a single bus route. By doing this, it triples the annual transportation cost for that one bus route, which raises the cost of that bus route from about $500 a year to $1,500 a year, which doesn't seem like a lot of money until you look at the ripple effect of that multiplying across all the bus routes that are affected by reassignment, and it can be pretty significant. But the cost of going up to $1,500 is on par with what a teacher's bonus typically is. So we'd much rather see teachers get bonus money as opposed to spending money on diesel fuel. The cost increase will be paid by the taxpayers of North Carolina. The state right now is projecting a $50 million revenue shortfall. So if the state's going to have even more difficulty covering their cost of diesel, the fuel expenditures that they currently pay, which Wake County had to take rainy day money to supplement last year. So during this time of economic challenges, cost cutting, every additional penny going to transportation is a penny less spent on teachers, principals, schools, and ultimately our students.
Mr. Walsh, I'm sorry to interrupt your time.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.